Remember, boys, Saturn has the sickest largest ring in the solar system, and obviously the largest one is the Hollywood PDF ring.
Since Diddy's arrest in September, many celebrities have been suspiciously quiet. Diddy was connected with almost everyone in the Hollywood elite and the music industry. Almost every celebrity had met him at some point, and many had gone even further, joining his parties and perhaps even his crimes. In this day and age, silence is a celebrity's greatest enemy, and unfortunately many of them are learning this the hard way. Take for example LeBron James.
Dude, this is gonna be insane, because Diddy was absolutely insane. You know what? Diddy wasn't probably even gay when he effed those dudes. He probably did it just as a power thing, which is crazy. Now that's when you truly get messed up.
Love him or hate him, LeBron is undeniably one of the biggest names in the NBA, holding 4 championships under his belt, being compared to Michael Jordan as the GOAT, and being declared an NBA All-Star 20 years in a row cements his mantle as the top of basketball. But unfortunately he has been involved in some rumors lately, and it all happened with a single comment. During one of Diddy's live streams 4 years ago, the NBA star made a quick appearance and declared, "Everybody know
Ain't no party like a Diddy party." That's the phrase. Dude, they're gonna write books about this someday. It's gonna be great. And by the way, now, we don't know about the Epstein list, but we do know that there is a chance that the Diddy list at least goes out, because why wouldn't it, honestly? Think about it. All these celebrities are against Trump, and that's a pretty fast way to get a little bit of that sweet, sweet revenge. Because remember, boys, an eye for an eye makes the world blind, but revenge still is goddamn succulent. And you should get it when you can.
ain't no party like a Diddy party."
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah,
At the time, no one thought much of the exchange. All it was a pair of celebrities hyping each other up, and LeBron had no idea how damning those words would be, nor how quickly his fellow athletes would turn on him because of them. During the build-up to a fight against Joaquin Buckley, Colby Covington made some scathing comments about LeBron. At the time, LeBron James had suddenly stepped down from his team for personal reasons. This seemed to come out of nowhere. He was also taking a break from social media at the same time. It might have been a coincidence, especially since LeBron was nursing a foot injury, but other people didn't think so. Any other time, people would never have blinked an eye at this. He's at the top of his game, maybe he just needs a break. However, LeBron's break began shortly after a clip of the livestream with him and Diddy started making the rounds, and the whole thing just seemed too fishy, and Covington held no punches. During the press conference, the UFC fighter deemed James as a scumbag for his past comments and starts on certain political issues, and then he went on to voice his confusion about why people
You gotta give it to the UFC. That is the only organization with celebrities that are just, yeah, no. We are people here, maybe slightly mentally ill because our heads get hit a lot, but my god, we are normal people here, not these Hollywood freaks.
thought of him as a role model, and finished by telling the NBA player that he hoped he got locked up in the same cell as Diddy. It was a very intense speech. Full Send MMA followed it with an interview a few days later. During the interview, Covington commented on how odd James's radio silence was and demanded to know where he'd actually gone.
I tell you guys the other day at Media Day, now all of a sudden he's went radio silent. He's taking an indefinite leave and he's nowhere to be found. So where'd you go, LeBron? Why'd you leave? You have something to hide?
And he's not the only celebrity who's called out LeBron James for the livestream comments.
Ellen is gonna be here. Everyone knows Ellen is. She even fled to goddamn UK.
Strickland also shared his thoughts on the matter on X, where he would deem LeBron James as spineless, mocking him for ever attending Diddy's parties, closing off with an also unflattering comment about LeBron James's role in those parties. Other people have tried to defend LeBron James or insisted that people wait until the law has decided on the matter, but speculations are impossible to stop. And while nothing has been confirmed, LeBron James's lack of response to the accusations really hasn't helped his case, and the fact that he suddenly left the spotlight raises people's suspicions even more, as most people
No one is gonna wait until some kind of magical court trial that's probably preceded by a judge who was a Diddy party enthusiast. All of these people are exactly in the same bed. The same way that we don't know when you do Epstein list. Gotta be careful around that one, you know? Because who knows who at YouTube works there that was there. Probably most of them in power. It is what it is. Okay? And, yeah. It doesn't matter that some kind of magical kangaroo court proves that you were not guilty. the opinion of people is not going to be changed. There are plenty of situations where a person is deemed not guilty by a court, but it's not something that people care about, and everyone knows it's not justice. Think about it. In America, the health CEO that got AAA'd, figure that one out for yourself if you can't. That guy, everyone cheered in America, everyone cheered in Europe, everyone cheered everywhere. You know what's the most startling thing about that? If that happened in Europe, people would be like, "Oh, why did he got why did that happen? Oh, wow." People would not be cheering like that. People cheer in America because they know that righteousness was done. People know that that is the only punishment that can actually befit these people, and that's the only punishment they will ever receive. They are choosing small, small sums of money, like probably not even thousands, to literally allow people to die. Everyone knows that's justice. So no one cares about some kind of court outcome in America. Everyone knows that in a lot of cases, it's just bull.
People felt that this break came way too soon straight after the Diddy allegations to be a coincidence, as what other reason would he have to avoid social media than bad press? But for now, people are erring on the side of caution. But LeBron definitely isn't the only celebrity catching strays from Diddy's case, as Jay-Z has also felt the consequences of his choice of friends when he received his own—
Bro, you can literally already find pictures of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Good stuff.
bout of accusations. In October, amid the numerous allegations against Diddy, one stood out amongst the rest, a young girl who was sexually assaulted by a trio of celebrities. The initial suit only listed Diddy, referring to the other two perpetrators as Celebrity A male and Celebrity B female. However, after an attempt to keep things anonymous, the defendant amended the suit. On the 8th of December, Jay-Z was the first celebrity linked to Diddy's alleged illegal activities. According to the allegations filed, the now 37-year-old Jane Doe was determined to get into the VMAs in 2000. It was on her bucket list, and while she didn't have a ticket, she was sure she'd find another way to get in. So a friend dropped her off at a Radio City music hall, where the VMAs were being hosted, and she began her search. While there were no celebrities around to talk to, she could ask their limo drivers about getting in. One of those drivers claimed to work for Diddy. He couldn't get her into the awards, but he did invite her to an after party. According to the allegation, he said that the rapper liked younger girls, and she fit what he was looking for.
Of course he did. Of course. I mean, did anyone expect anything else?
He explained that he needed to drop Diddy and others off first, but if she could meet him after the VMAs, he could get her to the after party. Being young and naive to the dangers of the invitation, the young girl agreed, and after a 20-minute drive, she arrived at a White House.
Okay, listen, I'm not gonna lie, this does not sound like a girl who's young and naive. She knew where it is, and she was gonna get in. Okay, listen, I ain't gonna lie, this just sounds someone like who didn't regret exactly. Maybe they did because, she probably didn't expect it to go this far. But, still, this is someone who kinda knew probably what they were doing. So there you go, fun times.
A U-shaped driveway. A lot of people ask me how to bring their ideas to life and create videos that feel seamless, professional, and exciting to share.
Oh, it's an ad of bullshit. Oh, that's very cool. How about we ignore it, because obviously.
That would have shocked any 13-year-old. Inside was a party resembling the movie Eyes Wide Shut, a huge party of celebrities, some of which she recognized and tried to mingle with. Allegedly, all of them were drinking and participating in widespread drug use. Waitstaff circled the crowd while loud music boomed through the room. While attempting to socialize, the young girl took one of the offered drinks. It was reddish yellow and tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After a few sips, she felt lightheaded and went looking for a place to lie down, and that bitter taste could have been GHB, a party drug known for causing drowsiness, and often used to spike people. According to the allegation, it's believed that Diddy or his employees at his instruction were adding the drug to the guests' drinks. She found a room that was empty of everything besides—
Oh, really? Well, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
A large bed and planned to rest there for a while, but unfortunately things quickly went from bad to worse when the accused trio of celebrities stumbled into the room. According to her allegation, Diddy had a crazed look in his eyes. He approached her aggressively, claimed that she was ready to party, and threw her towards a wall. While she was able to get up again, Diddy grabbed her once more and threw her onto the bed. At that point, she was getting more and more disorientated, which the trio took advantage of. Allegedly, Celebrity A removed her clothes and raped her while Diddy and the female celebrity watched. Once finished finish, he stepped back against a wall, and
Look at that. Not only Disney likes the corner view.
Diddy took his place and the two others still watching. When the rapper knocked her down, intending to continue, the young girl started to fight back, and after a bit of a struggle, she landed a punch to Diddy's neck that caused him to stop. She stood up, grabbed her clothes and shoes, and ran out of the room, her dress covering her like a towel. Not entirely free, she then ran around the house until she found the front door. Once outside, she redressed and ran towards a nearby gas station. Fortunately for the young girl, a female clerk saw that she was in distress and allowed her to use the phone. She called her dad, admitted she had lied about where she was, and was soon picked up. After the alleged incident, the young girl phoned.
Now, on one hand, I know that this probably is raising questions. How the hell does she get out? And that's kind of true, because why would they let her go, right? Well, she's a witness. Well, is she? Really? Rando 13-year-old girl is gonna claim that she was in a party with Diddy. She got in there because a limo driver picked them up in 1990, it seems like. No, that would be around the 2000s. Around the 2000s, probably, or something like that. Ain't no way anyone's buying that story. So obviously they don't actually have to care if she runs away. Also, they probably don't know even a random girl got into the party, so they just think someone did not enjoy their play or whatever. Who honestly knows? But is she a risk? No. Obviously, really not if you really think about it from the perspective of something who has to listen to what she says about what happened.
To a deep depression. Apparently, she now suffers from PTSD and a seizure disorder caused by the stress and trauma. You can only imagine how traumatizing this would be. She also
Good. That's what you get for trying to get into the Emmys by using the fact that you're an below average age group girl.
claims to have difficulty with relationships and functioning in society. Following all of this, both men were very quick to deny these allegations. Diddy's lawyers deemed the suit a shameless publicity stunt to get money out of him. The rapper's issue was that he already had a checkered past outside of his friendship with Diddy. He was friends with predators like R. Kelly, even after it came out that he married a minor and was often rumored to be dating minors himself. However,
Dude, I can't. The old rappers, they were real, okay? They actually popped people and they did bad stuff, okay? Have you seen DMX's life movie or whatever the hell it's called? It's great. That was a real rapper. Nowadays, they're like pussies. There's just nothing to it. Modern day rappers are afraid to goddamn clean their own ass with toilet paper.
The dodgiest thing about him is his relationship with Beyonce. During a 2000 interview with 17, Beyonce explained that she'd be in no rush to get married once she started dating the rapper. In fact, she'd sworn off getting married until she turned 25. The logic behind the decision was quite sound, as she told 17, "I really don't believe that you will love the same thing when you're 20 as you do at 30. She wanted to discover who she was before sharing it with the man she planned to spend the rest of her life with. However, as sweet as that sentiment is, Beyonce was still dating Jay-Z throughout the 8 years before they got married. It's possible that she looked to him for guidance as she learned to navigate the music industry and certain
It's possible he was just rich and powerful and she's a woman. I mean, simple
aspects of adult life. But this doesn't seem very good for several reasons. Firstly, because of how long they've been together. Jay-Z set his wife's standard for what to expect from a partner. This means that even in situations where another woman might have left, such as her partner cheating on her multiple times, Beyonce stayed because it was the kind of behavior she'd come to expect. This also implies that the rapper could shape her into the woman he wanted, something she confirmed during a speech she made before they were married.
You taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when we first started dating. You taught me how to be a woman. You taught me how to be leaders. You taught me how to be a friend. You've given me so much in life.
Many seem to think that Jay-Z had
I find this funny because, again, it's her choice. She chose that. She had all the ability to just say no and move on, but she didn't. So anyone looking at this and being like, oh my god, this is horrible. Well, we don't have the full context. And again, choices were made. I mean, what do you want from me?
successfully molded her into something for him. She wasn't her own woman, but rather a product of his fantasies, and one that he wasn't willing to share no matter the other person's intentions. Which brings us to the third and final point about Jay-Z, his alleged possessiveness. There have been several situations where Beyonce wasn't allowed to perform directly with any male artist besides Jay-Z. This makes collaboration between artists difficult, something that Sean Paul and Bun B experienced firsthand. After working on Baby Boy with Beyonce in 2003, Sean Paul only ever performed it with her 3 times. While Paul denied that Jay-Z had anything to do with this, many believed otherwise. There were just too many odd situations surrounding their few performances, such as when his mic cut off in 2003. The Jamaican artist eventually revealed that Jay-Z was never comfortable with his wife being around him. His interference in Bun B's collaboration with his wife on Check On It was slightly more direct. During an interview, Bun B revealed that Jay-Z called and instructed all the men to leave the set during the video shoot. After so many years of dodginess, his denial just felt long-winded and almost manipulative, especially his comments about the heartbreak he felt for his family, and the declaration that he was being blackmailed for.
Okay, trying to make Beyonce look like the good person here? Shit. They're all as equally rotten.
Felt like it reached to many people. Things got even worse for the rapper when Busby revealed that what Jay-Z called extortion was just standard practice. According to the lawyer, Jane Doe had only been seeking mediation. Contrary to the rapper's statement, she'd never demanded a penny from him. In turn, they were bullied, harassed, and even sued. And it wasn't just Busby who was first being harassed either. According to an Instagram post, Jay-Z's team is harassing his children, colleagues, and employees. Furthermore, they are trying to dig up dirt on Busby and get former clients to sue him. And when they can't find the dirt they want, they're making up something new and telling it to anyone who will listen. In a last-ditch effort to make things go his way, the rapper filed a motion to dismiss the case.
I believe all of this 100%, by the way, because I mean, you have the money, and suing people is about who has money and who hasn't. That's the reality. So, Jay-Z, if you want this video removed, fuck, pay me $5K. It's out, baby. No, actually, I'll do it for 2. Actually, no, pay me a decent sum. Don't go skimping out on me, okay? I'll even promote you as the good guy. Jesus, I have a price. My soul has a price tag on it, and it's not even that high.
Doing so, he also revealed that he was the one who had sued Busby's firm for extortion, proving some of the lawyer's previous claims. Jay-Z seems to have convinced himself that Jane Doe is a pseudonym Busby is using to extort him for money. As such, part of his suit includes the public disclosure of Jane Doe's identity. Most people completely dismissed him, believing he was nothing more than a celebrity desperate not to pay their dues. However, something happened recently that might have changed the situation drastically, as some of the information his accuser gave was inaccurate. According to the initial report, Jane Doe had spoken to Benji Madden. However, Madden revealed that he wasn't in New York at the time of the incident. Furthermore, Diddy and Jay-Z were photographed at a nightclub that evening. While the photos don't account for the whole evening, they invite some doubt into the accuser's claims. However, the most damning bit of evidence against Jane Doe's story is that her father doesn't remember being called to pick her up. This would have been an extremely traumatic experience, especially for someone so young. Any normal father would probably end up in jail after learning that their child had.
I'm sorry, would it be actually such a traumatic experience for a girl who wanted to get into the awards, whatever the hell they were, with by any means? Are they actually a horrific experience? I don't know, Chief. Kind of feeling hard to sympathize with this one.
Been raped. So either Doe had a father who didn't care what happened to her, or her story wasn't entirely true. Now, these inconsistencies don't mean her claims are necessarily false. However, people are much more willing to hear the rapper out now, and it does seem like the case is turning in his favor. Diddy's A-lister friends are undoubtedly being hit the worst during this time. However, they're not the only ones facing accusations. Even celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr., who were never close with Diddy, are being drawn into the destructive orbit in this case. Gooding was once an incredibly successful actor who could claim ownership of an Oscar. However, controversy soon found him too. In 2022, Cuba pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge after forcibly kissing an employee of a nightclub in New York in 2018. He also admitted to 2 other incidences of non-consensual contact. He went to counseling for his issues, and for a few years, the controversy stopped. Cuba started trying to make a comeback after what seemed like a solid course correct. However, controversies continued to follow him, and in early 2024, he was hit with even more allegations.
Oh, this is the 50 Cent looking motherfucker.
According to these allegations, Cuba was back to his old ways. His victim, a music producer named Rodney Jones. The same Rodney Jones who filed a lawsuit against Diddy in February. Now, Gooding never interacted with Diddy publicly. However, it seems the two did know each other well enough for Gooding to show his.
By the way, What the hell is wrong with this picture? What kind of demons is she seeing?
Never interacted with Diddy publicly. However, it seems the two did know each other well enough for Gooding to show his face on one of his yachts. According to Jones, the rapper left him alone with Gooding while aboard one of his yachts in 2023. The actor allegedly took advantage of the situation and groped Jones until the producer pushed him away. People were already wary of Cuba because of his past, but his response to the allegations put a sour taste in many people's mouths, as he laughed when asked about the accusation and declared it the most ridiculous thing ever.
Escape it though, like your name, for example, was mentioned in the Diddy case,
which was the most ridiculous thing.
Oh God, what the hell is this with these Hollywood shows and gay black guy whose whole existence revolves around being gay does interviews in a very this way? I just can't. Why is it every single Hollywood reporting interview nowadays? It's just one and the same.
In the Diddy case,
which was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Because you barely know
This is the
right?
most ridiculous thing ever.
Most people saw his...
I don't know about you boys, but him saying 2 times that was the most ridiculous thing ever convinced me. I am sold. He's innocent, I tell you. Innocent. Anyway, that was Moon 10 out of 10. Bye.